Hello out there in Streamland. We just gotta wait a couple moments here to make sure that all my sound is working. It looks like it is. Hello, hello, hello. Awesome. All right, so we are live and ready to go. I am Sven. I am the player today and whoop, what the heck happened here? Okay, wrong one. Boom. Turning off my quest points because right now I have 0 quest points. But our spider tracker is on. All right, so this is number 3 of Solo Skirmish, the Cult of Molgoraz. If you haven't watched 1 and 2, then you should. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And they are on YouTube. Just search Spencer77 and you'll see 1 and 2 are both there. This is going to be posted also. Like, subscribe, do all that happy good stuff. I go into more details, and especially in 1 on how this actually works. This is a solo made to be played with 1 person. You can play it with a couple people if you really want to, but and there's even ways to boost it if you want to use more than 2. But is available on DM's Guild. It is written by Paul Bimler, converted by Rob Toohey and his team. So check it out if you like it. Like what you see here today. Make sure you go back to 1. I go into a lot more details on my characters and all the other stuff. So what had happened was we are in the in this. We started off. The group did in the city of Sycomore, and these monks had come to us and said, "We read these forbidden texts, and we knew we weren't supposed to, but the abbot was gone, and now he's about to come back, so we need you to go fix it for us." So they were paying us money, so we said yes. We went to the outskirts of the town, and we're looking for this ruined temple. One of the acolytes, Davern, led us through the forest, tour to where the ruined temple was. We got to the ruined temple. We killed some cultists, got to the ruined temple, found another person there who we thrashed. Then we found the catacombs. Went down below and searched through the catacombs where we found these demons, these that had been summoned. We didn't know who or why. And we killed the demons, looked around, and came into this room that was full of dead orcs and hobgoblins. Um, so, and they were surrounding these runes on the floor. This special ceremony, some sort of ritual, had killed them all. We weren't sure exactly what had happened, but we did find a note, and the hobgoblin's note read, "We have precious few allies in these lands. If you can, use the ritual given us by Shardas to summon some devils. That will keep the militia busy so the wretches don't pursue us to our homelands. Good luck, friends. We travel north, through the desert, toward our hidden encampment. Grumsh willing, we shall meet again over black ale and roast warg. Until then, Tarak the Ruthless." So, we took this note back to town, showed it to the head of militia, who said, "Gee, maybe we should go north." So he said he would follow us, but in the meantime, we took off and headed north, trying to find these, whatever this guy, Tarak, his name is. Also, apparently, what what the storyline started with way back in the beginning was, um, there was these. Here it is. The defeat of this orc Kron Vakirk. Vakirk? Sounds like a chicken. Vakirk, who had apparently um, had attacked the area and was defeated. But this has happened just recently, so this is where we pick up the story with our groups. Our group heading north. I am playing Torador. He is a. Look and see if I have my picture. I do. Torador is a halfling ranger slinger. He is right now. They're only level 2, so he hasn't actually become a slinger yet, but he will be. And then I'm also playing Fion, who is a paladin, and he is a hippodon. Again, I go into more details on exactly where those are, and you can find the hippodon written by Robin Nix on DM's Guild. Check out episode 1. I can go into all the details, how you can find them. Go buy it right now. It's awesome. All right, so we're heading north. The way this works, so it says, after the villainous Kron Vikark was defeated, his army of goblinoid mercenaries scattered across the realms. One notorious lieutenant of Kron's, Tarek the Ruthless, has fled north, leaving a trail of blood and pillaged settlements in his wake. You've been hired to track him down and bring him to justice, dead or alive. But if alive, the reward will be higher. So we go to the first location, and we have our handy dandy quick reference sheet here, although we really don't need it. Fantasy Grounds makes this whole solo process much simpler, much easier. So the first thing you do with the location phase is you roll twice for each character. So let's get here. Let's find out about the first location. So we have a looted village, the hamlet of Dryhaven, not to be confused with Dry Heaves, Dryhaven, just south of the Anarach Desert, has been looted and destroyed by Tarek and his band of marauders. You make inquiries of the frightened villagers, trying to get a feel for where Tarek might have headed next. Okay, like they really care. They're in the middle. They're getting their wounds fixed, trying to put out fires, and you're busy doing an investigation. But that's all right. It's the nature of our adventures. So we have the way Fantasy Grounds works is all you have to do for all these things here on the quick reference sheet, the location phase, the encounter phase, the hero phase, threat phase, all those things. Most of it's taken care of for you just by clicking a little button down here that says generate. So that makes a new location for you. And so I'm going to add Sven. Take one. All right, so we have the map already. I already did the map before. Before we get started, I added it to the map. Boom, boom. There we go. This is the map. I think for now, since unless we fight, I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the line of sight. The line of sight. Boom. There we go. I will minimize this puppy for now. There it goes. Boof. All right. So the first thing happened is character 1. We're going to go with Torador as character 1 and Fion as character 2. Why? Because that's how they are here. Yes, it's not alphabetical order, but that's okay. It's still all right because it's in Combat Tracker that way. So the first one, red herring. perpetrators have taken time to leave several decoys and false trails, attempting to throw potential pursuers off their scent. So I'll make a investigation, perception, or wisdom check. Alright, so let's check out Torador and see which one of those three works best for him. Investigation, 1. Perception, 5. Insight, also 5. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do Insight. DC 14. Boom, 16 on the die, 21. He's all up in that Insight. So on a success, gain 1 quest point. Right click, make it visible, baby. Poof, there we go. Look at that beautiful quest point. So he's finished. Number 2. He also got the red herring. So, Faon, check out his skills. So we have Insight 3, Perception 1, and Investigation 0. Insight it is. Come on, big money. Ooh, he failed at life. He got a 7. So we lose a quest point. Man, I just got that quest point. Faon messing everything up. Boom. The quest point is gone. Okay, back where we started when we started this whole thing. Now, character 1 again. So this is Torador. A friendly canine is doing the rounds, offering its head for pets, licking faces, and generally getting to know everyone here. It seems to have lost its master and wants to find someone who it can latch onto. If your class allows it, you may want to take this as a companion. Roll on the table below to find out exactly what kind of hound you have found. Otherwise, any character can make a DC 10 animal handling check. On a success, the hound will stay with you until the end of the next encounter phase. Okie doke. Well, I am a ranger, and he's only level 2, but he can have a companion. So let's see what happens, what kind of hound this is. It is a mastiff. Alright, so click, here's our mastiff. So we're going to throw it in the party sheet. We'll ignore the fact that it broke fancy rounds. Alright, we're going to change it to neutral. And we're going to then come here to our assets and go to Mastiff. Look at our tokens. Alright, so we have big old Mastiff right here, or our cute Mastiff. I like the big one instead. We're going to throw that. Boof, there we go. And then we're going to go to our peeps and throw Mastiff Boy down here. Boom. All right, so now we have a hound. Woohoo, look at that. Excuse me, hopefully that wasn't too loud. All right, so we got ourselves a doggus. All right, and the last one is character 2, Faon, roll 2, fleeing suspect. Ooh, a suspicious looking character is spotted fleeing the scene of the crime. So by crime, I guess they're talking about looting and destroying of the village. Each character must make a DC 14 athletics check. We are not a mage, so that doesn't apply to us. So here we go. We will cheat and go to the party sheet. Go here to skill. We are going to go to athletics, and 14 is the DC. Drum roll. Boom. 17 and 14. Hoo-yah! So if any character is successful in stopping the fleeing suspect, the party gains 1 quest point. Sadly, it's not worded properly or to the extent that I could then take 2, but that's right. There's 1. Okay. So now we got ourselves a quest point. Quest point. So now it says if a random encounter is triggered, it is spawn the required enemies 2 hobgoblins. Alright, so first of all, we fix the tokens because I don't like having letters. Does it matter? No. Does it matter to me? Yes. Alright, so we have all these different choices for hobgoblins. Let's see. Interesting. Alright, so we will go with the close-up of the hobgoblin. Actually, this guy's pretty cool. I like him. He's cool too. This is old school, like a 4. Very nice. Alright, so let's open this up and we will. I'm going to take this guy. Poof. There we go. 2 hobgoblins. I'm going to move this over, close it. We open up the map. Bam. Alright, so we have. Do a quick count. So there's about 21 of these double squares, so that's 40. And it looks to be about 43 down. So first of all, let's see what the little note on the map says. The streets of this village are abuzz with activity. Fire is being extinguished, and the hunt is on for any remaining marauders. Whenever you make an attack, first roll a d20, and on a 15 or 20, a village aids you in some way, and you get to attack with advantage. Nice. Alright, so that means there's about 400 squares here. So you're like, Sven, that's a lot of squares. Well, it's about 400. So let's see where these guys are, shall we? We do /DIE space ROLL. I mean 1D400. Boom, boom. 150 and 172. So if 200 is halfway down, then it's about 2 up. Where'd they go? Here we go. Boom. So here's one here, and the other one is these are 20. We said 21 squares across, so it's actually right below them, and over here. Very cool. All right, so now that these are made, we can then pull this over here, poof, and pin it. Close it. They're gone forever. Not really. There we go. Click down and add it to the combat tracker. Break fantasy grounds. And now we expose them. Boom, there they are. We need to put our Daugus on here with us. He is with him. So what I do when I play my games is I see they are usually within 12 spaces randomly around the character. In this case, we just got this dog, so I'm going to say he's within 4 spaces randomly. So starting with an 8-sider and a 4-sider. 8-sider. There we go. All right, so starting at 1, 2, and 1 square away. So he's right there. Boom. All right, so here the hobgoblins come out and go to attack us. So we just go right click on the menu. Regular click, left click, initiative. And we want to roll the PC initiatives. Boom. Awesome. So we get to go first. Torador. So right now we are, let's see if we've got a well in the way. So the first thing he's going to do is try to get a better shot at these guys. Try to keep these villagers out of the way. What in the world is that? It's a person just looking all weird. All right. So the people aren't really set up correctly. Let's see. All right, so it looks like our map grid is off. So thanks to Fancy Grounds Unity, we can fix this. I will be honest, this was me. I changed it thinking I was doing something correct, and I did not. So we're going to go right click, delete token, delete all tokens, and then we're gonna drag the friendly over. Boom. Torador. Drag massive on. Boom. And then our hobbies are going to be back where they were. Okay, so Torador is going to take off and run up. Run over to here so we can get a clear shot. Actually, I think he's a halfling. I think he only has 25 feet. He does. So he's going to come back one. Cheater face. All right, so he now has a nice clear shot, and he is 40 feet away. So he uses a staff sling, sling staff. It's basically the sling is set up on the top of a stick, so it uses the momentum of the stick, sort of like a highlight, which gives a boost to the range. So it's 60 and 480. King Clo, hey King. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons solo edition today. Guys, should check out King Cloent. He spells it KIINGCLO_ENT. Does a little bit of NBA and a little bit of Call of Duty and some other cool games. Check him out. Like him. Follow him on Twitch. He's a good guy. Trying to get started here in the stream lands. All right, so Torador runs up. He's then going to shoot this guy in the face with a sling. Whoosh. There is no reasoning with hobgoblins. Truly cool. I never understood D&D, but it seems fun. Yep. So we put ourselves in a situation here. These bad guys here. show you a picture of what it is that we're fighting. Let's have a picture. Why does it say story? Nope. Attacked these people in the town. Mantha, hey. I did update my thing. It says it right here. Update. All right, come on. Sorry. Appreciate it. Let me see if that works. So we have Mantha in the chat. All right, so we'll try here. Images. I may not have the right books open, but here we go. Hobgoblin. So this is the guy that we have. This is what we're fighting right now. They came along and they destroyed. Oops. Control Z. They destroyed the village. And now we are trying to get rid of these things. The rest of the group, there's a bunch of them, but the rest of the group left. But there's still two behind, and we're trying to destroy them. Trying to help the villagers by destroying these guys. All right, so my guy ran up, and it says, anytime you make an attack, first roll a d20, and on a 15 to 20, a villager helps you. So we're gonna roll roll 20 sider. Let's check real quick to see if that updated my. So his name is Torador. Here's his picture. This is the third in the story. So if you think this is interesting, this is. You can check out the first two on YouTube. So his name is Torador. He's a short little guy, about 3 feet high. All right, does it say? Now it says Svenzone Solo, Fantasy Grounds. Okay. Could have sworn I'd updated that already. Anyway, so this is who I'm playing as. He ran up, he did a sling, sort of like David and Goliath. You see him there. He's got a sling in there, and whips it off. And we rolled a 15, so that means he rolls it with advantage. So we get to roll again and see if it hits this time. This time it hits. So it says right here, he hits it. So we're going to roll our damage, see how much damage it takes. Bam! He gets hit for 7 points of damage. You can see here in the combat tracker up in the corner, it tells you he has 14 max. I just did 7, so he's got 7 left. So he runs up, whoosh, looks like a ranger. Yep, he is. That is exactly what he is. He is a ranger. Yep. What kind of player he is? Like an archer or a mage? Yeah, he's a ranger. So basically, they're outdoorsmen, and they're really good at hunting. You can also get animal companions that go along with you. So, and if you look over here, so his pictures. That's right. I forgot. It's on the stream. So if you look in the bottom left, you'll see Ranger 2 Torador. That's his picture, and above him is Fione. He's a big hippo man, big strong guy, paladin. So look down. You can see what they look like and stuff. So he comes up, uses his sling. Stone strikes him in the shoulder. Yells out in pain. And curses and goblin at him. And so that is his turn. Now it's the big hippo man. He comes running up. He has a javelin, sort of like what you see in the Olympics. Big, long, straight thing. He's going to run up as well. He can run 30 feet. Each one of these little squares is 5 feet. So he's going to run up to protect his friend. And then he's going to throw his javelin. So now he is 35 feet away. So a javelin's range is 30 feet. So he's just outside the range, so he'll be at disadvantage. But per the rules, we see if a villager is going to help us. 9. Nope. The villager helped our friend, but not him. So he has disadvantage. Throws his javelin. 13 is a miss. So a javelin goes flying through the air, slams off, scrapes against the armor the hobgoblin is wearing. And now it's their turn. Yep, so when you're at disadvantage, you roll twice and pick the worst. If I wasn't at disadvantage, I would have probably got the 19 and would have hit, but hey, that's how it works. Alright, so this guy in the back here, he's got the little crown over his head, saying it's his turn. They have a long bow, and they have... Once per turn, the hobgoblin can deal an extra damage to a creature it hits with a weapon if it's within 5 feet of an ally. Okay. So right now, he's not going to worry about that, but he's got a lot of people in the way. So he's going to move. Do a little scoochy scooch over to the side. Pull out his longbow. Take a shot with his arrow. And say there's a 9 hit. So it's a little tricky because the little guy hit his friend. The big guy is big, but he missed. So which one is a bigger threat? I'm still going to say the big guy's a bigger target, easier to hit, looks meaner. So I'm going to say there's a 70% chance he's going to attack the hippo. So we roll our percentile. 51, yep. So he's going for the hippopotamus. All right, so he pulls back, the arrow goes flying out, and as Fione watches him, he brings up his shield, and the arrow comes glancing off the shield. And now this guy got hit by the little tiny guy. So he's pretty angry, so he's going to move up halfway. Doesn't want to get in front of his friend. He's going to move up a little bit and then shoot the little guy with his arrow. And a 3 on the dice doesn't even come close. He's still in a little bit of pain from where he got hit by that sling bullet, and it causes him to wince a little bit, and he doesn't even come close to hitting this guy. So now we have our mastiff friend. Dun, dun, dun. Our little doggus. We're going to have to name the mastiff. So if you have any ideas for what we should name our new mastiff, this guy was running around this village, and there he is. Isn't he a cutie? He was running around the village looking for his master, who's dead, so he joined us. So if you have any ideas for what you should name him, let me know. But regardless, his speed is 40. That's right. Mantha says, don't name him Stay, because that's bad luck. We had a massive named Stay, and the joke is you say, come here, Stay, come here, Stay. But Stay stayed too well, as the saying goes, because Stay was eaten by an owlbear. Alright, so he's going to go running forward. He saw one of these things attack his master. He's going to come charging out and try to bite him. Do a little bite action there, but with a 4, his hobgoblin just beats him back with his longbow. And top the next round. Now, those of you who've played with me Starfinder or Dungeons & Dragons know I like to change up the initiative every round, but because we're doing this solo thing, it's what the masses normally don't do that, so to please the masses, we're keeping it the same every round, over and over. Alright, so Torador, he's getting shot by this guy, so he's going to do a little shifty himself. He's going to, first of all, move up to here. Do a little scoochy around the... Hold on a second. That's not right. It's doing a little scooch around the villager here. There we go. So at least he's out of sight of the other one. Gonna make him move and get a little closer to Fion, his hippo friend. Alright, so now let's see if the villagers help us. Nope. Wah, wah, wah. Alright, so staff sling again. Shoots out with his sling on the end of his staff. Goes flying out, and 17 on the dice. 23 is a hit. Well, bam, once again. Boom, and that is enough. Well done, Torador. That is the deadliest thing you put down in your adventuring career. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so the second sling bolt comes flying toward him, hits him in the neck as he chokes and collapses, drops his bow, falls to his knees, and drops into the dust of the street. And now it is Fion's turn. So he's 30 feet away. He's 40 feet away from the other guy. Doesn't have quite the speed, so he's just going to take a couple steps forward. And by a couple, 1. So that hopefully this guy will start running toward him. He's still out of range, so let's see if a villager will help. And they do. All right, way to go, village people. So he has advantage. He has disadvantage because of the range, so that evens things out. So now he's going to throw a javelin. See what happens here as it goes arcing through the air. And misses. So the hobgoblin is able to dodge out of the way as this thing goes streaking behind him, skidding all over in the dirt and dust, flying everywhere. Alright, so this guy, he watched his friend get taken out by the slingman. So he's lost his martial advantage. So he's just going to step up here next to this. He's actually going to move back because he's got a longbow. And he's just going to keep shooting this guy with his bow. Whoopsh. 4 is going to miss. It's a big miss. All right. So now we have Massive. And he is going to go charging forward. See if we can take him down. Whoosh, he runs up. Plenty of speed. And now he's going to bite this guy. Let's see. Cool thing about the Mastiff is if he hits, which he didn't, he has a chance of dragging down the person that they're fighting. So it's a cool little trick the doggy can do. But the doggy failed at life, so far it looks pretty cool, but hasn't really been a whole lot of help. But that's okay. All right, so Torador now, he sees where these arrows are coming from. Watch the dog. Doesn't really have the speed to go around. So he's going to take a chance, and he's just going to come darting out across. With his 25 feet of movement. Whoosh, and that's going to give him a clear shot at this guy. Again, see if the villagers are going to help. They did not. All right, so a little sling action. Bam, again. He's on fire today. Slams the hobgoblin right in the chest. Cries out in pain. There's a big dent in his armor. It's going to be bruised almost immediately as it pops up. 6 damage. Guy's only got 2 hit points left. So Fione still has a couple rapiers. So he has Fione has a charge, but he has to be within 30 feet. So that's why he hasn't been. He's been hoping that this guy will come up, but so he's gonna move up 20 feet and chuck his other javelin again. Oh, let's see if the villager is gonna help. I mean, he's right there. Come on, you're right there, dude. And he does. He throws a little rock. Plank hits the hobgoblin. He's like, what? And distracts him just enough to give my guy advantage. Maybe Fione can finally hit something this fight. Let's see. Oh, drops a 1, so that's good. Still a miss, but not a fumble. All right, so Fione has been useless this fight. Back to the hobgoblin. All right, so yeah, he watches his friend die from the sling. He's got this dog in his face, but he's got this big hippo man coming at him, and he's got this slinger. He's been hit by the sling already. He's almost dead. So let's roll to see if he's going to run. I'm going to say he would probably flee and lose his. So if he on a, let's say, 12 or less, he's going to run. Here we go. Do a check. 7. All right, so he's going to run. So that means the doggy is going to get a free attack at him as he goes to take off. So the doggus is going to get a little bitey. Come on, doggus. Yeah, he hits. And we don't even need to see if he drags him down because he takes him out. So he turns to go, and the dog rips at his thigh, tearing a big chunk of meat off of this creature as he drops, and the Mastiff takes him out. So we are out of combat. We will clear initiative. And now let's see what happens. We will minimize this. Bye-bye. Move this up here. Mastiff goes away. So now that we are done with the encounter phase, we get our experience points first of all. Can't forget them. Oh, it doesn't matter. I forgot. Experience doesn't matter in this game. Okay. We get 63 gold Yeah. We didn't spend any gold from that from before. So we are doing pretty good. So 63 and 91 is 154. May as well give it out. Boom. There we go. And we get a quest point. We get a quest point. Boom. So now we have 2 quest points. So now in the hero phase, characters can take 2 actions each from the list. Now in the handy dandy little quick reference sheet we have here, it says the same thing. See? And if we want to know more details, all you do is just click this. Boom. And it tells you all about all the different things that they can do. So we don't need to buy and sell anything. We don't really need any supplies right now. Once per quest, we can do a free long rest. Don't really need a long rest right now. None of us are hurt. Gather information. We can recruit. I don't really want to recruit. We don't need to remove a condition or do a short rest. So we can scry or worship, search, or gather information. So let's take a look and see. That'll give us a quest point if we do it. We can also search. So we're going to have 1 and 1. So the search requires perception or investigation. So I have slept and eaten since the last time I played this and the last time I watched the video. So I believe Fione is the one who should be doing the worshiping. You would think he's a paladin, right? So worship requires, searching, here it is. All right, so you can make 1 search per hero phase. A single character can make a perception or investigation. So his perception is 5, his perception is 1, investigation is 0. All right, so Torador is the one who's doing the search, which means that Fione is doing the gather information. So it's DC of 13 plus difficulty of 13 plus current threat. Current threat is 1. So it's 14 for this, and he can use his intimidation, which is plus 4. Boom. 10 plus 4 is 14, and it's exactly what we needed. Bing, bang, boom, we got it. So on a successful check, the party gains 1 quest point. Boof, boof, boof. All right, we're sitting at 3 quest points. We're doing well. And now we have our little guy doing our searchy search. He is doing the perception because it's a 5. What's the DC? It's 13 plus the current threat, so it's 14 also. (16 plus 5 is 21. Doing really well, folks. So he's searching. All right, let's see what we get. Click it. Do a little roll. And the nice thing is, this automatically does rolls on the things for us. We got a 5, which means nothing found. Sad day. All right, well, we are not. So that was our hero phase. And now we do the threat phase. So we advance the threat tracker by 1 and read the associated sheet. So we move him over to 2, hold control so we can put it in where we want. The traumatized villagers give the party whatever useful items they possess. Each character may roll once on the useful items table. Ooh, very nice. So we're going to minimize this puppy. Put this down here by the hero phase. And so, gee, Sven, how do we find it? Very easy. Just go to tables. And I have a lot of stuff in here, but I have 8 pages of tables. But you just type in useful. There it is, useful items. We are not 5th level. Also, the party may spend 30 gold while in the village to secure the services of a tracker who can help them across the barren plains. I don't know that we need to, at least not yet, so we'll see. So let's roll. Torador. And I don't think it matters. Potion of healing. 2 potions of healing. Nice. All right, so we're going to go to the party sheet. Nice thing about fancy grounds, you just click and drag. Boom, there they are. Change the number to 2. Or I could drag that one over as well if I wanted. And then I just say the name, which is Fion. Torador. Poof. There we go. And it hands them out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very useful items. Very good. Okay. Now, oh, see, it even had it right there. See? Fancy grounds. Not to mention, um, the Marmus. Pretty sure it was Marmus. Here it is. Yep, Mark Gaffney, Marmus, and Rob Toohey. They did a great job when they converted this, making it so easy to all these links and everything. It's right here. So, if the party possesses the required quest points, they may spend these to advance to the next location. After traveling, read the location description under the location named on the quest sheet. So, we do have 2. So, and if you're wondering what they're talking about, it's right here. Spend 2 quest points to advance. So we are going to advance to location 2. So we spend 2 quest points. Bye-bye. You do keep whatever quest points you have not spent. Moving forward. So it says your inquiries in dry heaving, same thing, have led you north out into the barren, inhospitable plains known as the Anarach. How can you possibly hope to track Baron in this featureless desert? So our template is the barren plains. We will click here. And actually, before I read any of this, we're going to go ahead and call it right here for tonight. So join us next time when Torador, Fion, and our Mastiff, as of yet unnamed, will venture forth. Like, subscribe, put down in the comments a name for the Mastiff, and I'll pick one. Check out the other 2. Make sure you subscribe so you can see when the next one comes up. And Don't forget, these are available on DM's Guild if you like this type of thing. I have a lot of other things that I stream. Check it out on YouTube. Just search Svenzone77, the Svenzone, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.